Let's get this party started. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. Good to see you. What's the tea? Are y'all going out? What are we doing? What's the plan, Stan? Are we touching grass? Or are we staying home and watching Netflix? Girl, the gag is that God is trying to tell you something. And God is trying to tell you that, and this is the reason why nothing good has been on Netflix, because God wants you to go outside and God wants you to meet somebody. Yeah? Because guess what? Netflix hasn't been good since the pandemic, girl. Catch it. Someone said deep oiling my hair. I know that's right, girl. Get right on that scalp, honey. Someone said it's snowing. Everyone is home. Girl, you better, girl, when you see snow, that is your sign, that is your omen to get into your white boy winter era. When you see white snow, girl, it means get your white boy. Go outside and get a white boy. Yeah. And that's on white boy. Honey, it's going to be white boy winter. It's going to be Asian boy spring. And it's going to be Hispanic boy summer, honey. Yeah. And that is on United Nations. Okay. I'm not playing around with these hoes no more. Okay. Yes. That's Mary Had a Little Lamb. And that's Mary Had a Little White Boy. Okay, let me see what y'all talking about, because I already know y'all acting out. It's a Friday night, and some of the girls need to get some, but they're here on this live, so they want to be entertained. Yes. Hello, Tia. Hello, official Cherry Heart. Hey, Jatiri. Hey, Chingona. Dulcie, good to see you. Art. Hello, Violetta. Autumn Love. Rashada. Fatima. Heather. Brandy. Shani, I'm going to do my best Whitney. Deshauna, Jill, Gemini, Distilleria, Uchimare, Shar. Honey, Black Girl Go Explore said, we touching these sheets. I know that's right, girl. Fatima said she's going out in a couple hours. I know that's right, girl. Nadia said, I'm in the bed. Just got off of a 12-hour shift. Girl, you better catch a double. Better catch a double. Maya said, just got back from a first date. How was it, girl? Spill it. Dulcie said, I'm going out Sunday and I'm going to dinner Saturday. Yes, this is what I like to see. Yes. Rashada said, we're drinking wine, eating cauliflower pizza. I'm all for the wine. I don't know about that cauliflower pizza, though, girl. I don't know about that. Yeah. Jatira said, going out, been dating my man for 3 months, need some girl time. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. All right, let me see what else the girls are doing. Okay, people are serving White Boy Winter, which I'm loving. Deja said, Anwar, you interrupted your podcast with a live notification. Girl, I'm going to get you coming, and I'm going to get you going. You know what I'm saying? Crocker said, I'm riding solo to a friend's wedding. Hopefully some singles there. Yes, girl. Some of the girls want to act cute in their dresses and not understand that, like, that is a great opportunity to meet a lot of single guys. But you have to, like, no shade, girl. You got to really know the groom, because some of these groups are shady and just hang out with players. If the groom is a player, don't talk to any guys at the wedding, because those guys are probably going to be players too. No shade. Shade. Krista said, what's going on with Bumble? It's not hitting like it did before. Yeah, next week I'm going to do a video on that. Apps aren't apping. So my program has kind of done a 180 on how we're approaching dating right now. So, yeah. Last year, I was giving you app tea because the apps were giving still something. This year, dates are down 30% from my data that I pulled. So we're doing something a little bit different than apps. KH said, needed you tonight. Love your words of affirmation and wisdom. Thank you, girl. I try my best to do what I can and serve. Sometimes it rubs people the wrong way. I'm slowly learning, but all I can do is try to just serve tea. And sometimes some tea is going to burn some mouths, and other times it's going to warm other people. Tea is tea, girl. Timmy said, trying to make a Hinge profile, but I'm nervous. Girl, don't make a Hinge profile. Shay said, my Friday is boring. I'm doing laundry and university work to finish that Bachelor of Honors. Girl, that's not boring, girl. Because guess what? That Bachelor of Honors is going to make you some money, honey. Money is not boring. Wesley said, what apps are hitting? None of them are hitting. None of them are hitting. But here's the thing. Just like everything else, just like the economy, apps go through cycles, and it's going through a low cycle right now. I don't want you to think like, oh my God, I'm never going on an app again. These cycles usually last six to 9 months. Yeah. So it's just not it right now. Okay, let me see what the girls are talking about. A lot of girls are into pasta and lobster, apparently, honey. I know that's right. Britt said, I like Asians. Good, girl. Good. Dulcie said, I'm meeting a white boy on Sunday. I know that's right. Hinge is so unhinged, girl. It is the app that is supposed to be deleted, girl. So you should delete that app. Joy said, but what if you are newly separated? I say, girl, you're going to need to wrap it up. Get some closure on it. Divorce, honey. Do that internal work until you have the divorce. Once you get that divorce, girl, then I want you to start dating. I always tell my clients, never get with a guy that's separated. It's unfinished business. And if he's dating and he already has unfinished business, this is probably not going to be the only place where he has unfinished business. Finish your business before you start dating, girl. That would be my recommendation, right? I've been doing this work for 14 years. It's never worked with my clients and a separated guy. Yeah. Heather said, I'm wedding dress shopping with one of my besties. I know that's right. Say yes to that dress, girl. Joe said, I'm currently doing my master's and working. Have no time for dating. I'm 31 and 32. Girl, when are you going to have time? No shade, I have a master's too, but it doesn't keep me warm at night. And it doesn't give me the flowers that I got on Valentine's Day this week. My partner also got me a Get Your Guy coaching sign. Because he supports me and my business, honey. Let me show the girls. See that little turquoise sign? Because he knows my favorite color is turquoise. Let me see if I can put it on for y'all. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? So nice. So thoughtful. We love a thoughtful king. Yeah? If a man's not supporting your growth and motivating you to hit your goals, he's not the one. People are like all into, oh my gosh, is he planning dates? And is he... That's cute courtship shit. Husband shit is he helping you and motivating you to get that promotion? Right? Is he not driving, but like really emotionally supporting you and letting you know that you can do it? That's important. That's husband shit. Okay, Nikima said, just saw on TikTok today about the Match Hinge, the Match group being sued for basically intentionally making sure people maintain subscriptions. Yeah, it's going down. This has been happening, I think, significantly for the past, I want to say, year or so, especially with like Hinge. So apps are not apping, like I said before. And I think the CEO of Hinge came out saying that they're going to kind of revamp how the app has been. So that's good. And just for some of the newbies that are here, my name is Anwar White. I'm a dating coach for Black and brown women. People call me Coach Anwar, and I'm here to answer any and all of your questions as it pertains to dating, love, relationships, and men or women. Girl, we're very diverse here, as you can see. So put your questions in the chat. I will answer them in the order that I see them. Please be patient because there's almost 600 people on TikTok and 50 people on IG, so I'm going to try to get to all of them, but it might take me 5 minutes or so. All right? And if there's anything that I say that resonates with you, or you're like, oh my God, you're spilling, tap, double tap, triple tap the screen, and run up the likes. I want you running them up to the point where you got arthritis, as my granny would say, arthritis. Yeah. I know that's right, honey. Boo Bear said, have you seen the new season of Love is Blind? I haven't yet, girl. I've been going kind of crazy viral over the last 2 weeks, and it has taken over, and I've done a lot of different interviews, and so it's been plus my business has been going crazy, so I've been very busy. But I'll hit it up this weekend, girl. Is it worth it? Should I watch it? Call me. Thank you so much for the rose. Medusa said, I'm so ready for today's live. I know that's right. Jennifer said, advice on long-distance dating. What specific question do you have about long-distance dating? Please make sure that your questions are specific. Don't say, what do you think about dating? Girl, I have a lot of thoughts about everything. So let's be specific here. Rashada said, a Hispanic boy broke my heart real bad. I'm too dark-skinned for this. Oh, no, girl. Not that. No shade, girl. You gotta watch out for the Hispanic guys sometimes, girl. You gotta watch out for everybody, right? But literally, there are support groups for Black girls that have dated Hispanic guys. So, with that said, okay, Kirker said, also going to a work convention in DC next month. Any tips? Yes, girl. When you are at a convention, when you are at a conference, when you are at networking events, don't act cute and don't act mute. And also, no shade, but stop just talking to the girls. Some of y'all are acting like it's a lesbian bar at the convention and at the conferences, and it's not. And I say that with love. Obviously it's like easier, right? But talk to the guys, have fun, flirt, talk about personal things. Don't just talk about work. And you'd be surprised what happens. I was talking to one of my clients today, and she opened her mouth, had some fun, and the guy took her on a date right then and there. Yeah, it's really that easy when you allow it to be. Yeah. Hey, Chevy. Hey, Amora. Hey, Yolanda. Yolanda said EEO. What do you call that? Oh my gosh, girl. Eggplant. Hey, Chris Stack. Hey, Leia. Hey, Bambi. Hey, Call Me. Supreme Thunder said, I'm snowed in with my BF, my boyfriend, and wish to be entertained. I know that's right. Girl, you should not be here, girl. You should be with your BF, girl. Don't listen to me. Listen to him. Comadre said, I want a boyfriend, but don't want to leave the house. Girl, you're going to have to snatch up one of those Uber Eats drivers, honey, when they come, or Amazon drivers. That's the only way. Rose said, any tips on single mom of 2 boys going into wanting to find a quality partner? Yeah, you're going to have to put yourself out there, and you're going to have to center yourself as a woman and not necessarily as a mother. You're going to have to really allocate the time for yourself, because dating isn't just like, oh my God, I need to take time to date. You actually have to take time for yourself as well. Because it takes time, right, to get yourself together, to do some of the internal work that is necessary, to date well, all of that. So for many parents out there, it's hard to kind of allocate that time, but it's necessary. If you can give yourself 20 minutes a day, right, you'll be in good shape. Unicorn Juice, hey boo, hey. Rissa, hey girl, hey J Free. Cassini said, what about 50-year-olds? What about them, girl? What's the tea? Hey Brandy girl. Boo Bear says, is it sustainable to be with someone who is smaller than you are used to? When you say smaller, what do you mean exactly? In stature? Down there? Because my answer will depend on what you mean. Rich Fruit Stamp said, hey Fairy Godbrother, hello, how are you? J Free said, so happy that you are live. Thank you. Jan said, trying to pull it together to make it out, but have been sick the last 2 weeks. Girl, get better. Girl, get better. Things are about to get warm, honey. March, dating stuff takes off. Takes off, honey. Y'all need to be ready for it. Barbells and Stiletto said, signed up with Coach yesterday. Best decision ever. Welcome, girl. So happy that you're in the program. So happy that you're here. We already doing that work, girl. Love it, love it, love it. Just got home from the gym, one girl said. I know that's right. Nay said, Anwar, we need the book, though, boo. Girl, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. She's getting it together. Yeah? I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, ladies. Y'all are going to have to talk to some boys in real life. Some of us are playing junior high dance, and that's not cute. So if you're playing junior high dance, in the chat, give me hashtag junior high. Yeah? I want to know the girls who are giving house party host energy. Yeah? Who's talking to everybody, who is the moment. If you're giving that, I want to know. Yeah? Because that is the era that we need to be in when we're talking to these guys. Yeah? Nike said, I need help. My last date was a decade ago. Girl, that's when we got our iPhone 4s. So we are going to need to upgrade. Yeah? Have you been putting yourself out there, girl? That's the question. L.A. Hey. She said, hi, Fairy Godbrother. Hello. Good to see you. Sky said, what to do when he pulls away? Nothing. Nothing. Now, if he's pulling away and you haven't heard from him within 2 to 3 days, he's done. He's over. If you have been getting to know him within 2 to 3 months and he pulls away, please understand that before a guy wants to become exclusive or committed to you, he will pull away for a couple of days. It is because his testosterone is lowering and he is like kind of cocooning for protection. Yeah? Don't freak out. A lot of people freak out, and when he comes back after 2 days or 3 days, some of the girls are like, well, where have you been? Or, hey, stranger, real sarcastic, passive aggressive. Don't do that, girl. Just be like, oh, I'm so happy to hear from you. I was missing you. I was worried about you. Are you okay? But if he comes back after 3 days, girl, please understand and know he's not about it. He's not about that life. Whitwell said, just bagged a gorgeous Romanian man, gifted me 24 roses and chocolates for Valentine's Day. We love to hear it. Synergy said, what's great about white boys? Girl, nothing significantly more than black boys or brown boys. I'm always about sharing this because, I feel like it just needs to be reminded. There are a lot of black women and brown women that are intimidated by white men or just don't think that they're checking for white men. And so I'm here, when I talk about white boy winter, I want you all to feel empowered to know that you can bag and you can get any guy. Yeah? And so, and I want to challenge you to do it so that you can understand and have that experience, so that is available to you if you so choose to do it, right? You don't have to get a white boy if you don't want to. If you don't want that milk, honey, that's fine. If you don't want um, that soy milk, girl, that's fine, girl. Get yourself some Yoo-hoo. My gay behind, honey, I need some strawberry milk. Yeah. Moon and Bree said, he's across the country. I don't want to come off strong, but I get clingy. Won't see him until July. Why? Girl, if he is not coming to see you within a month, girl, he's not it. July? Girl, what is this, deployment? No, ma'am. I don't like it. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna talk to you like you're one of my clients, girl, because that's what I get my clients. Girl, I don't like it. This ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Yeah, girl. I see a lot of people talking about different apps, girl. Girl, none of them are hitting. You're talking to someone who has been a diehard app boy for the longest. No, ma'am. Sherilyn said, thoughts on Talkify? I've had a number of clients kind of engage with Talkify. I will tell you this. I've never met anyone that has found their person on Talkify. So I think of Talkify as an opportunity for you to practice just like speed dating events. Yeah. Karina said, your skin is blossoming. Beautiful skin. Thank you, girl. Part of it, no shade, is there's like a filter on TikTok. But part of it is my retinol and my rose water and my snail mucin. Thoughts on Dominican men? I generally call my Gatorade bottles Dominican men. So my Dominican is tasting really good right now. Give you the Vanna White. Harleen said, how do you fix hyperindependence? By asking for help. Some of the homework that I give my clients is, no shade, girl, you need to pretend like you have no arms and no legs and you're just a stump. So what do you do now? And they can't do nothing. They have to ask for help for everything for a weekend. That's how you get rid of your hyperindependence, girl. Stumping. Yeah. Okay, let me see what the girls are talking about. Okay, I'm seeing some girls with junior high, only because I don't get out. Well, girl, get out then, girl. Midlight said master's degree. Girl, no shade, but the master's degree is worse than the junior high, because at least the junior high girls are at the dance. The master's degree girls are in the library. Shay said, house party host, baby. I know that's right. I went to a speed dating event last night to just open up and chat. I know that's right. Sap Brad said, where's your TV show? Girl, here's what I've learned. I am the biracial kid of the dating industry, the dating coaching industry. Girl, I'm too black for the white kids. I'm too white for the black kids. And I'm too gay for everybody. Girl, here's the gag. The black publications won't really pump me up because I'm talking a lot about dating out. And I won't shut up about it. I'm always going to be about dating all kinds of guys. A lot of the black publications don't like that. And then, a lot of my content is really centered around black and brown women. So, a lot of the white publications are hesitant to put me on TV shows and things like that. I'm this year I told myself I'm okay with not having all of that. I just want to work with my clients. I want to have fun and kiki with you all. And, at the same time, I'm getting my money, which is fine. And I get to be, very present for my kids in the meantime. So, You know, before I wanted to have the TV shows and things like that, girl, I don't want it anymore. And to be honest with you, the more exposure that I get and the bigger that I get, the more negativity is coming. And it doesn't feel good. Yeah. So that's that on that. Lacey Monet said, the less I do, the better. Here's what I want to offer to you all, especially as women of color. For most of your lives, you've probably been taught that you're going to have to work twice as hard to get half of what everybody else is getting. And I want to offer to you that in dating, it is the opposite. That actually, while you need to allow yourself to be courted, and you need to do half as much to get twice as much in love, which is like a concept that I think blows a lot of people's mind. Everything that you thought in life, like, will not serve you in your dating life, right? So I think I'll do a video about that. But like, it's true. And this is why it's like really hard for many of us to date, because like everything that you're rewarded for and compensated for in your non-romantic life, it won't work in your romantic life. It's non-transferable skills, girl. It's not like, you know, managing cross-functional teams. You can do that in any industry, right? That's not it. It's specialized, honey. Yvonne said, I need to book a session. You might need to, girl. You might need to. Nikki said, how about if he goes away for 3 weeks? Poof the magic dragon. He's gone, girl. Big T said, have you seen Kevin G oiled up? Girl, I don't know who that is, but the only man that I'm seeing oiled up is my man. Bari Boo said, just made it past 90 days. Finally exclusive. Your advice is so helpful. Awesome. Happy for you. Congrats. Miss Lioness Beauty said, what's white boy winter? White boy winter is when you go outside and you catch any and all white boys that you see, kind of like Pokemon. Okay? Are you down for it? Are you down for the challenge? Elizabeth said, how long should a talking stage be? I don't know what a talking stage is. Is that like when you go on a stage, like on Broadway, and you start talking? Honey, in my programs, we're courted. There's a difference. You talk with boys when you're in school. You're courted as a woman, right? So I want to offer that we need to be courted. And that's a mindset. That's a presence. That's an energy. I don't do anything except for sit on my throne as the queen that I am, right? So I want to offer that for anyone that is talking to people. No. We don't talk. Yeah. ttoker said, listen, my man took me to Denny's for Valentine's Day, so I'm single. Honey, he said, slam, grand slam, breakfast, lunch, no dinner. Nazira said, I'm mainly attracted to soy milk, though. Get it. Doll Black Excellence. You must be new here. Don't he look at the comments? Girl, there's 700 of you and one of me. Patience is a virtue. It's also a foundation of feminine energy. Yeah? Anna K said, what is strawberry milk? Honey, some of y'all didn't get that joke. It meant gay, 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 gay. Oh, gosh, sometimes I have to just like... Oh, y'all must not know about that gay stuff, girl. That's fine. You shouldn't. Quell said, watched a few videos, implemented what I learned. I'm set for the rest of this weekend. Get it, girl. Love it. Let me see what y'all are talking about. P said, this guy and I have gone no contact for a week. Should I hit him up first? We work together and not speaking. No. You will never go no contact with your future husband. All of this like roller coaster love that is romanticized in the media and in movies, move on. Being with your future partner will be so easy. You will never have to do this. Yeah? Don't reach out first. Don't reach out last. Don't reach out ever. Yeah? And I'm saying this with love because I want you to think about this completely differently. Okay? Okay, let me see. Let me go a little bit faster, girl. You might have said I asked him so many questions and he couldn't care less about what I was doing. Out. 50% of my job is just telling ladies, he's out. You gotta drop these guys like a bad hand in poker. And guess what? 90% of the hands that you'll get in poker are bad hands. Drop. The faster you drop, the faster you will find your person. You hear me? Fancy said, where are the 40-plus single healed men in Seattle? I am feminine and romantic. Girl, go to Amazon, go to Microsoft headquarters, girl, and just walk around. Period said, I saw one dating coach tell a woman in her 50s who has never had a relationship to not bother. What? You know what the interesting thing about dating as a 50-year-old? It's actually much more straightforward because you know yourself. Like, when I have a woman that's in her 50s in my program, that is when I feel the most confident because I'm like, you know who the hell you are, and these men will know who you are, and they're not trying to put any airs. And so, really, it's just about finding your match. Yeah. Global black diaspora. Should black women and black men just separate since we are not compatible? I'm not saying that. I think that there are amazing black men out there. And I will say 2/3 of my clients get with black men. But it is difficult to find healthy and healed black men. You will have to do significant amount of vetting. And that is something that I think a lot of us maybe are not familiar, don't know how to do. It's one of the things that I do and I teach in my program. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely, I have so many things. Go to the link in my bio and you'll have links to book a call with me if you want to work with me professionally. There's a link for my podcast that's out there. I have a link for my free trainings, a link for my YouTube channel if you want to see like replays of all of my lives or podcast videos or any of my videos, yeah? So definitely check all of that stuff out. Your Brown Queen said, I'm scared of white men. Girl, how do you have a name, Your Brown Queen, and then say, I'm scared of white men? Girl, you're a queen. All these white men are your sons. Please understand that the first being on this earth was a black woman. Everything and everybody comes from you. Can't be scared of these men. Girl, these white men are nothing. No shade. Jatira said, call me Ash. Catch 'em. I know that's right, girl. Peter Belt Mac Truck said, hey, Amar. Hello. Hi said, what do you do when the white boys keep staring? Girl, they're going to stare. They're going to stare a lot because they think that you're not really into them, so they're never going to really approach you because they think that, oh my God, she's just focused on black dudes. So you're going to have to give them mad, like, green light life. You're going to have to, and sometimes you might have to start the conversations with them, right? I always tell, my girls, just be like, girl, go up to him and be like, you've been staring quite a bit. Are you flirting or should I be scared? And then he'll smile and say flirting. And then you'll say, well, why haven't you come up to me? And then you have him melting like M&Ms in your hand, girl. I'm telling you, these boys are easy. Easy. Tara said, I'm scared of white boy winter. Girl, get a jacket. What are you scared of? Shauna said, he only texts to schedule dates. Is that weird? Not at all. Not at all. And to be honest with you, I don't want you going back and forth via text messages with guys that you don't really know. He needs to take you out. Anybody can text you, girl. I could text you and 10 other women in under 1 minute. Doesn't mean that I care about you. Doesn't mean that I like you. It means that I'm stringing you along. That I'm your emotional support. Yeah. Someone asked, what did you do for a B-Day? Girl, when you're old like me and you've been with your partner for over a decade, you get yourself a cute little presents, girl, and then you hang out. Same old, same old. He got me this sign, got me these huge flowers, girl. And I felt shitty, girl, because my flowers were very small compared to his. And I also got him a cup and a put it like this. Aren't these gorge? Girl, they're as big as me and I'm 6'2". A small one, but a 6'2" man nonetheless. So yeah. No, sir. So should I give up on looking for childless men? I think that you should look for men. And whether they have children or not, divorced or not, if they are 40 years old, half of them will have kids and half of them will already been married. So please understand that, like, if you don't want that, you cutting your pool down to about 20% of all the guys. Yeah. Dre said, I love how you talk. I could listen to you talk all day. Girl, Valley girl accent. Fan said, I'm booking a consult. The time has come for me. Ooh. All right, girl. Adored Derry said, bear with us, Anwar. I'm trying, girl. I want y'all to win. So bad. So bad. Yeah? I want y'all to win. Chris understood. Thank you so much for the little crown. Charlotte said, 33-year-old female, 49-year-old male. Too big of an age difference. I always say plus 10 years minus 5 years. Yeah? 49, girl, he's getting ready to retire. And, you just getting into your career, girl. Anna said, do you think those singles events actually work? They work if you think of them as practice, but not to, like, get a guy. You know what I mean? This is a good question. Bizoy said, how do you handle rejection or guys who ask for your number and don't text you or are dry texters? It's not rejection. These are guys that like don't know. This is why they're single. They don't know how to have a conversation and they don't know how to follow through. Yeah, many of us are thinking about it as like we're not worthy enough, thinking that if we were prettier or something else, that these guys would do these things. They're still not going to because they don't have the skills. So understanding that like this is mostly this guy doesn't have the skills to be a great partner conversation and not I'm not worthy conversation. This is something that's important, and once you master that, girl, there's nothing that's going to stop you. Melanie Travel Tales said, Anwar, love your advice. Any specific tips on dating an Arabic guy? He's great so far, but it's a new culture for me. So, great question. I need to know what country he's from. Give me the country. There's a difference between an Arabic guy in Egypt and an Arabic guy in Saudi Arabia or UAE. Shay said, hello, fairy godbrother. Is it true that men associate unconventional hair colors, mine is red, with risky? I always find men compliment how I speak well and the red hair color being bold. Guys that are... I did a video about this. Men that are like more focused on a relationship are more into an average or plain look. Guys that like that kind of hair is more attractive to like players, like boys and girls, right? They're gonna be like, oh my god, girl, that hair is everything is bomb. I couldn't pull it off, but you're pulling it off, girl, right? So you're gonna attract more attention from women, and then for guys that are like more into physical intimacy and hooking up more than guys that are like in the everyday. Guys that are like ready for a relationship, you know what the hottest thing is? Girl, long hair and a messy bun and, leggings and an oversized t-shirt. They think that's the hottest thing. That's why I have an oversized t-shirt and some leggings, girl. No, girl, don't listen to me, girl. I'm messy. But I am being serious. Oh, Lord, give me the strength, honey. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing? When I get too much, y'all, just go put in the comments, team too much. Then I know that I need to go even further. Yeah. Uh-oh, I think some of my clients are messaging me. Team too much. Yvette said, how long ago did the live start? Maybe about 40 minutes ago. Yeah, I see a lot of you saying, preach, tell the truth. True, I heard that. Say no to breadcrumbs, I know that's right. Facts, facts. Delaney said, hey, coach, where can we see your interviews? I actually just had an article come out from Blavity and a new kind of younger magazine under that brand called 2990. It's in my stories on my IG, so definitely check that out. Last week, I think I was in Essence. Not the main magazine, I don't think they like me, but they're like younger magazine. Okay, this is a great question. Shauna said, if he scheduled a second date, didn't make a move on the first, what is he thinking? Is he serious about me? Guys that don't make a move on you are actually more serious about you than the guys that do make a move. Because the guys that don't make a move are overly respectful of your boundaries and don't want to mess it up. That's husband material. Guys that want to make a move are often more focused on the physical and not the totality of the relationship. Uh-oh, I'm seeing a lot of team just right. Team too much. Hardy Holmes said team too little. Okay. Someone said never too much. All right, I love it. That's right, honey. People said they're done with me. I don't know why, girl. I'm trying to put you on game, girl, and I'm literally dressing the part for you, so you know what the tea is, girl. Now, if I had a wig or a weave, girl, I'd give you all the notes, honey. Where can I meet a white man in Greater Toronto area, Canada? Girl, everywhere. What are you talking about? Girl, don't ask me none of that mess. Canada is white. Although Toronto is very diverse, no shade. User 384 said, how can a black woman find a Japanese or Korean man? Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Now, some of the girls who don't know the real tea will be like, oh my God, go to a Korean barbecue, go to like a sushi restaurant, girl. That's played out, girl. Don't do that. You want to go to Uniqlo. You go to Uniqlo, you're going to get you a Japanese or Korean man. You want to go get some boba. Or you want to go to karaoke. Notice I didn't say karaoke. Karaoke. That's when the boys are drinking. And that's when they're going to be more apt to talk to you, girl. Uniqlo, boba, karaoke. You're welcome. Name your Blasian child after me. That is what I will accept as a thank you. Okay? Let me see what the gag is. Ashley said, should I date a man with kids if I don't have kids? If he's a good father. If he has a great relationship, a co-parenting relationship, I don't see what the problem is. Yeah. I said, examples of gifts to give on the third date. Books, socks, hats, anything and everything, girl. Whatever if he has a hobby, a passion, an inside joke, that's what you need to do. Chaz said, I love you so bad. I hate the content creators hanging up on you. Girl, let them. A lot of, it is what it is, girl. It is what it is. Sometimes when you're growing and people are connecting with you, you're going to get that. You're going to get that, and that's okay. That's all part of it. Okay, Unknown said, he is a great partner, but he does a lot of physical touch, and I'm not fully into that. Can we overcome? Girl, you got to set a boundary. You got to set a boundary, girl. We got to learn how to set a boundary. Okay, let me see. Reese said, I'm just here to listen and learn. I know that's right, girl. Let's see what else is going on here. Ain't the dream said, is it bad idea to date if your divorce isn't finalized? I always recommend to make sure that that's finalized before you actually start to physically date. From separation to divorce, I would really focus on doing that internal work, that self-work. Okay? Bittersweet said, any tips on dating a C-suite executive? One of the things that you're going to have to understand is that they're not going to have a lot of time for you, right? And a lot of people think, oh my God, they just think about like, oh, this guy's stable, he has money, but they're not actually understanding or taking into consideration kind of the time quotient or the lack thereof, right? So you're going to have to understand that you're not going to get as much time as you may want. And if you're someone who really needs a lot of attention in their relationships, it may not work for you. The other thing too is that a lot of C-suite executives are all about scaling, all about more, all about ambition, and a lot of ambitious men will cheat because they always want more and more and more. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So something to think about. Black Cat Energy said, what about a wig? Are white men okay with a wig? Girl, they don't know the difference. They're fine with it. They don't care. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Robin said, I hate when guys ask me about my love language. Am I wrong? It's so overrated. It is. It's a scam. It's a scam. These men, they have two love languages. Acts of service, because that's the masculine energy, and physical touch, because they want to get it in. That's it. You will see that love languages oftentimes do not have any sort of deeper emotional or feeling components to it. Yeah? It's very important. Tarara said, someone is about to get a blue check. Why do you say that? Because I'm close to 500,000? I think that might be the threshold or something like that. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yuakitha said, tap the screen, ladies. Thanks. Tap, tap, tap. Thanks, girl. The Kathleen said, hi, fairy godbrother. Hello, hello, hello. Christek said, do you host meetups? I'm going to try to after I get my book done. I'll do a mini tour. Yeah? Peanut said, I'm based in London. All the white men want hookups and aren't moving towards state. I shut it down quick. Good, girl. Good. Let me see where I'm at. Leah said, my baby daddy's Asian and they love us too. I know that's right. Kari said, Uniqlo, that's so specific. You're welcome. The Mona Lisa said, I see you're drinking your Dominican again. And am. Delish. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Oh, now if y'all come back next week and all y'all have Asian men, honey, I know you're implementing my stuff, honey. I know you're implementing what I'm saying, and it will put a smile on my face. Yes. I get this question all the time. Shaw asks, is there any hope for women in ATL? There isn't. No, of course there's hope, girl. There's hope anywhere and everywhere. But you will have to look not just in Atlanta, but in other places as well. Yeah, Kay Runo said, Asian men go to NBA games like, whoa. Yes, and they also go to Best Buy. Yeah. Let me see what's going on. Blue Eyes said, in the beginning stages, is it corny or attractive to show your sense of humor? Girl, if you are a funny person, just be you. What you don't want to do is feel like you're performing for a man. I think a lot of times women are socialized and conditioned to perform for men. Don't do that. Just be yourself. If you're a funny girl, be the funny girl. If you're a more serious girl, be a serious girl. If you are someone who thinks about deeper topics, do that, girl. The best dating strategy is really, however cliche it sounds, being yourself. Because it will literally, filter out, people, and it will be very polarizing. People will love you or they will hate you when you are your true, authentic self. So you definitely want to do that because it's easier to date when you know that people are loving you or hating you. It gets weird and messy when there's a gray area. Yeah? Miss K's, hey girl. Let me see. I think I'm missing some of my questions on IG. Sorry about that, ladies. Soul said, are there good signs if a guy brings you around his kids early when meeting and dating? I don't think so. I don't think that's like a good sign per se. A lot of guys, some guys, if they have kids, they're like trying to get a babysitter for their kids. So it just really depends on the guy. And I don't mean that to be negative. I mean that so that we're like on game. Yeah. Let me see what's going on here. So TBS said, me looking for a new job so I can afford your coaching program. I love it, girl. Oprah Gucci said, advice for dating as a tall black woman. I just want to hear what you got to say. I love hearing you talk. I'm 6'3" to be exact. Girl, 6'3", work. You are going to there are a lot of guys that are checking for tall women, but not all guys, as you know, are like confident enough to be with a taller woman. Yeah. Oftentimes, a lot of tall women will feel like, oh my God, I just have to be with some guy that is my height or taller. The way that I think about it is he's got to be able to pick you up. That has to be the way that you're evaluating these guys. If he can't pick you up, he can't do nothing for you. So there are a lot of shorter, stockier guys that will be able to do that. There will also be some maybe, tall but not as tall as you, a little bit skinnier but still strong. Give him a chance, girl. Yeah. What I want to make sure that when you're thinking about this, that you are widening your net. A lot of the tall girls are acting like some of these roller coaster rides at Six Flags, right? And you gotta be so tall. Girl, you need to be serving It's a Small World at Disneyland where everybody can ride, no shade. Yeah? So that you can find your person, because just because a guy is tall doesn't mean he's a good boyfriend. Doesn't mean he's more attractive, doesn't mean he's smarter or richer. Like, our brain actually tricks us into thinking that taller guys are more successful, more attractive, funnier, all of those things, and they're really not. And the gag is, girl, no shade, but tall guys die quicker. So, you rarely see guys that are 6'2", 6'3", or above in their 70s. But you didn't hear that from me. Oprah Gucci said 90% of the people I've dated are short kings. Good. Okay, let me see what else is going on. Okay, I got about another 30 minutes and then I have a session with one of my clients. Drama Queen B said, looking up karaoke bars in Manhattan as we speak. Love it, girl. India said, broke up with my man because he's too immature. Is it worth waiting? I think that you should date while you wait. And if you find somebody that connects, sorry to that man. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Cam said, I'm dating a guy who's very proactive with weekly dates but has the worst communication. I just did a video on IG around BDB, between date behavior. And you want to prioritize that more than anything because like 90% of your relationship is going to be you away from your partner. And so he's got to be able to communicate with you between dates and communicate very well. And if he can't do that, then you're going to feel shitty for 90% of the relationship. So it makes a difference. Circuit 5 said, I'm going to have to hit up GameStop weekly until the summer. I know that's right, but those are just going to be the nerds, girl. I think it's mostly white nerds, not the Asian guys. But girl, if you want a nerd, girl, go. Go to GameStop, girl. Rita Mills said, went on a date with an Iranian man. He's an engineer in his 30s. The date was perfect. He's 5'8", I'm 5'6". Just a bit scared that his carrot is small. LOL. I don't want to ask him. Don't ask him, girl. Just look at his thumb. If his thumb, the tip of his thumb to his wrist bone, that's generally kind of what it looks like. Now, if his thumb is curved, he's probably packing, girl. So check, clock it. Yeah, you don't have to ask him, girl. You just need to look at his thumb, and it will tell you everything. Okay? Let me see what's going on here. Let me know if that's helpful. Angel Dorset, so you want a guy who's just medium ambitious? No, I think that I always say that it's important to find a man that has a growth mindset, but who isn't ambitious. Because ambitions are about what's happening outside of you, and a growth mindset is about making improvements internally, right? An ambitious man, the number one thing, his number one priority will be his goals, and then he will be his second priority, and maybe you will be his third priority or his mother. Yeah? So that's why ambitious men are kind of tricky and guys that I don't necessarily recommend to hyper focus on. My mama said, love you. Thank you, girl. I receive all of the love and the support that y'all give me. I appreciate it. Miss Alomo said, OMG, he's right. I'm looking at his thumb. It matches what I remember. Some of the guys don't. Some of the guys in the comments when I do videos about this, they're like, that's not right. That's not right. It's because, girl, I clocked their thumb. Tati said, Amor, many black male podcasters hate you because you're helping black women. It's insane for real. Honey, that brings such a smile to my face because I know that I'm doing what I need to do. And I know that a hit dog hollers. If I wasn't making points, I would not be topics of conversation. They wouldn't even give me any life. But the fact that I am lets me know, and they're talking about me. Some random gay dude they're talking about on their podcast. Get a life. Literally, get a life. Yeah? I love it, girl. I love it. But my work is not about them. My work is about black women at the end of the day, and I want to make sure that you all are succeeding and that you all have the knowledge and the skills to do things differently so that you can have, a different result in your dating life. Giselle said, girl, we need some music. It's Friday night. Well, girl, use your own goddamn Spotify, girl. My Spotifys are for Sunday, the Lord's Day, where we put on some neo soul and we get into it, honey. Val, thank you so much for the finger heart. Georgia MC, thank you so much for the rose. Hockney, thank you so much for the hand hearts. Brandy said you should have a blue check. Thank you. Val, thank you so much for the 2 ice cream cones. M said, white guy at work seems very interested but doesn't approach. What to do? White guys at work are very tricky. I actually recommend don't engage with any white guys at work because they will give you flirt, interested energy, but it's really just like their professional persona. If they're like, trying to take you outside of work, like say, let's hang out outside of work, after work, things like that, that's when I know that he's really interested. But a lot of white guys will just give you chummy chummy at work, girl, right? And that's just like what they give. It doesn't mean that they're interested in you. That's just like part of their work persona. So be careful about that. Brittany said, damn, save some white meat for me, girls. I know that's right, girl. Nell said, are men who have female friends a bad idea? Not necessarily, but I do think it's important for you to observe how he interacts with those women. And your intuition will tell you everything that you need to know. Yeah, there are some guys that are just like actually like safe spaces for women and super chill and like supportive and protective in a variety of different ways. That means he's a good guy, right? I don't want you to just like write him off because he has these friends. There aren't a lot of like, you all know, many of you all don't have straight male friends. So when you do find someone that like doesn't try to jump your bones, you do whatever you can to keep with that friendship. So there are guys that do have a lot of female friends because they are safe guys. And there aren't as many of them as we need. Yeah. Bree said, after what date number should we be initiating dates? Good question. So in my program, not only do I give my clients online and offline strategies to move through the courtship, I also give like for each date, what should we be doing, right? Where should it be? What kind of date it should be? What you should be doing? Do you initiate? Do you not initiate? Do you pay? Do you not pay? All of those different things. So that sort of information is in my dating strategy course, but it's also in my greater coaching courses, the Get Your Guy Club, as well as the VIP program. Okay? Dro Marine MD says, I have a doctorate. Where do I go? Girl, I don't care. Just don't go back to school. You got too many degrees, girl. I'm kidding. Girl, go anywhere, girl. Irma said, gonna be staring at the hands all the time now. Good. I love it. Sour Patch Kids said, where was this information when I needed it? When did you need it, girl? Fancy said, did everyone check their thumb to wrist? Yeah, I want to know what girls are packing and what girls aren't packing. Are you packing? Black Cat Energy said, wow, his thumb. Girl, tell me more. Some of us thirsty girls, we want to know all the tea. And thank you all so much for the 75,000 likes. I appreciate it. Everybody said, so looking for those long thumbs. Either long or completely curved. You know, like a hoop earring? Like a crescent moon? Curved like that, girl. Ophir said, should I date a month after getting out of an abusive relationship? Probably not. Probably need a little bit more time than that so that you can feel safe within your body and within your environment. Yeah. You don't want to rush into anything trying to numb and buffer what might be going on under the surface. So Wesley says, how do you answer what are you looking for? Girl, when a man asks you what you're looking for, he doesn't really care about the answer because he knows that you're looking for marriage or you wouldn't be dating because that's what most women are looking for. He's trying to assess how you answer the question. Do you get defensive? Right? Do you come up with some bullshit answer? Do you have a caked answer? Right? That is like very like robotic. That's not gonna work, right? Don't get triggered when he asks you that. Some of the girls get triggered and then the guys know, oh, she's crazy. I don't need to mess with her. Just be like, be very broad. Don't be specific, girl. Girl, if you give him the answers to the test, he's going to just write the answers to the test, and then when he has you, he's going to do whatever he wants with you. So you want to be broad. You want to just give him, I'm really just looking to make a connection and see what's out there, and meet as many people as possible, and hopefully in the long term have a relationship. But right now, I'm just staying in the present. Girl, I said a lot, but I also said nothing at the same time. Catch it. Yeah? That's what you want to give. Because you're in observation mode. You want to see what he's going to do on his own. Right? Because here's the thing. Whatever he does on his own, that's his homeostasis. Men either have home training or they don't. Right? When you're telling him, I really like flowers and I love when guys plan like 2 dates a week. If he wants to hook up with you, he's going to get you flowers and he's going to, take you out twice a week. But that's not his homeostasis. That's not what he would naturally do. That's why I'm saying don't tell him nothing. Don't tell him nothing. Until you get later on in the courtship where there's a kind of a threshold and inflection point, and it gets a little bit more serious, that's when you want to start to tell him, these things are great, but I need a little bit more here or a little bit less here. But early on in the courtship, nada Prada. Black Cat Energy said, Anwar always got the tea. Thank you, girl. Dana said, protect Anwar at all costs. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Alternative views that show me exactly what I should look at. Girl, you just want to see my thumb, girl. Oldest trick in the book, and you almost got me, but not this time. You must try again, honey. Yolanda said, limp thumb, ED. Girl, no thumb equals vajayjay. No, girl, I don't know. Girl, the gag is there's so many men that have ED these days. I think it's just like all the chemicals and plastics and the food and stuff like that. But girl, a lot of these boys are not able to get it up. And I'm not just talking about like the first time. There's one thing where like if you're hooking up with a guy the first time and he can't get it up, oftentimes that means that he like really likes you and like he's just like really in his head. But like if this is happening like every time or every other time for the next 8 times where you try to make it happen, we got an issue here. Yeah. And realistically speaking, guys 40 plus are having more and more of these issues. Alexa said, thank you, Anwar, for doing your big one with the black and brown queens. You're welcome. Someone said, what's ED? Dysfunction, erectile dysfunction. Yeah, they need to stop going to Popeyes, honey. No shade. Tati said, y'all, is 6 inches packing? No, girl, it's not. It's average. Okay. Unicorn Juice said, fun size, but you won't ever forget the ride. Ooh, I know that's right. You know what she said, girl? Girl, she said, give me a Snickers fun size, honey. She said, trick or treat, honey. I know that's right with the fun size, girl. Adordari said, I'm packing. All right, girl. Uh-oh, Cece said she's small. Toya said she'd be packing if she was a man. I know that's right, girl. Get it. Rasmine said the same thing. Deandra said, but what if I am crazy? No comment, girl. No comment. Sade said, Anwar, do you have any thoughts on dating agnostic if you're a Christian? I have some clients that can and won't do it, and that's something that I honor and I respect. I am someone I'm really focused on how does he treat you? I've had clients that have had interfaith relationships and they've had to have some serious conversations before being committed, because things like how to raise kids and all of that, those are really important, and those conversations really cannot wait, right? Y'all have to be on the same page or it doesn't even make sense to like move forward. Yeah. Elizabeth said, you did say nothing. That's right, honey. Catch that tea. China said, say that again. Green Tea Goody said, see, I need your game. Yeah, it was so funny. On Thursday for my group session, I was telling we did like role play and they were like, Anwar, we need to see you in action, girl. Like how would we flirt? How would we make it happen? How would we, close it up, get the number? And so I was like, okay, you be him and I'm gonna be her, right? Like her. And so first I crossed my legs because I'm a lady. And then I cocked my neck a little bit, girl. Give him the nape of the neck, girl. Because these men are vampires, so they need to see this to let them know, honey, I'm ready to be eaten. And then I gave them all of my flirty tea, girl, and they were gagged. Mel Bella said, Anwar, I met a rich white man. All right, I know that's right, girl. How does he treat you? That's my question. Frankie said, the way you just use homeostasis alone has me shook to my core. Girl, that's why these a lot of these people hate me, girl. Because I'm smart. Because I'm educated. And I'm not like one of these girls that's doing this. I read. Yeah. Book by Brit said, Anwar's advice is like calling checkmate every time. Tay said, can you do a video on Jamaican men like you did on Nigerians? Well, the whole continent of Nigeria came from me. So I don't know if I'll be doing a thing on Jamaican men, but I will tell you this. Jamaican men are just like Nigerian men, but the only difference is, in my experience and what a lot of women have told me, is that they don't make as much money and they don't have a provider mindset. But everything else remains the same. TikToker said, we gonna look when you sip that Dominican. Oh, girl. You're a perv, girl. Oh, my God. You got me gagged, girl. Oh, my gosh, girl. What is this, honey? I'm at SeaWorld now? What's the tea? Free Willy, honey. Girl, we started talking about ED and now the girls want a Free Willy. Also, the gag is that the girth and the thickness is based on like the nose. So like this is how big men are. I'm showing you, girl, because I don't care. Like we're never gonna sleep together. Like I got a man and you about to get a man. So if you want to see my thickness, girl, go ahead because you're not gonna feel it. No shade. Um, but that's if you want to know sizes. This is how I catch the size. So that's why I'm always looking at the boys like, okay, I've had you. Yeah. Vanessa said, I love how you answer these questions. India said, you are so out of pocket. I don't understand why I'm out of pocket, girl. Some of these guys need to get out of pocket, if you know what I mean. Bev said, you are something else. Am I? Fun size, girl. Fun size. Meanwhile, said Anwar, your name is Arabic, right? It is. I know. Some of these girls are still on that thumb. Girl. It's Friday night and the girls don't have anything to do but look at a gay man's thumb, girl. Get your life. No shade. Drama Queen B said, I can't put my phone down. This is all so good. I love it. Simone J. Best places to meet black men. Great question. So I think some of the best places to meet black men would be like house parties, networking events and conferences, and like some of like these bigger black festivals and conventions, right? Like NESB, MLT, like fraternity and sorority situations, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, I have about 5 more minutes and then I have to go to my session with one of my clients. Frankie said, we need flirty T101. Yeah. I don't even know what this. Love Dr. T. I just want to hang out with you. All right, thank you, girl. Yeah, we're hanging out right now. That's what that's what we're doing. And thank y'all so much for the almost 94,000 likes. Angie said, Anwar, thank you for all your advice, tips for early stages with the guy from Abu Dhabi. Girl, you got to watch out for those UAE guys. They got money. They will use the money. They're busy. They don't have a lot of time. But similar, because they have money, they think that they will be able to do whatever they want with you. Yeah. You also have to understand and think, are you open to being a first wife with multiple wives, a second or third wife? Because that's how some of them are living. No judgment here, but that is an individual decision that you are going to have to make. Amelia said, what about a blue-collar white man and a six-figure black woman? The gag is that a lot of these blue-collar workers, white, black, green, in the big cities are making six figures. And a lot of people don't know that. HVAC, plumbers, girl. That's T. Some of these girls, no shade because I was one of these girls, thought that I was better than everybody else just because I had a master's degree. Honey, there are lots of people that are making their money. Yeah, please believe. And a lot of these blue collar men, they're making their money. And they're not spending it on frivolous things. They're not working the Now, they might get their Ford F-150, girl, but that's about it. Anything else? They buying houses, and they're working on their own houses, girl. So don't shade the blue-collar workers. That's all I gotta say. Private Chef said, I'm Nigerian, and the post you did on Nigerian men was spot on. Honey, I knew it was spot on when the black men started coming for me. The Nigerian men started coming for me. Yeah. But also, I've been doing this work for so long, so I've seen it. I've seen it. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. Girl, I gotta scroll down. By the way, if you want to learn more about what I do, definitely click the link in my bio. I have free trainings, a link to my podcast, a link to book a consultation call if you want to work with me professionally. I think I have links to my YouTube channel and like my programs and courses as well. So definitely take a look at that if that's something that you're interested in. Mercy said, I saw your thumb. Girl, I was trying to hide it, honey, because the girls are trying to eat my thumb up. I just be on this shit. Said, I see you have your Dominican with you tonight. Yes, honey, my husband got me a new set of Dominicans, honey. Because he knows if I have to stay up past 10 o'clock, I need a little something, something. Girl, now I'm all self-conscious about my thumbs. Jaleesa said, double tap the live. Yes, girl. Let me see what y'all are at. Poison Ivy said, Anwar, is it true studies report college-educated women are least likely to marry? They are more likely to marry older, but that's the case for most people. It's just kind of the nature of how relationships and dating and the economy is. So more people are getting degrees, graduate degrees, and things like that. So oftentimes, because they're getting married later, sometimes it just doesn't happen for them in their 40s or 50s or what have you, right? So that's why they're kind of least likely to marry. Mm-hmm. AW said, one of the best readers, they should pay you to write scripts. Harry J said, how do you get out of the friend zone? You can't get out of the friend zone. Your name gives me man, so I want to be honest with you, man. You don't get out of the friend zone. Yeah? Just like men put women into categories, women put men into categories. And when you're in the quote-unquote friend zone, you're a friend. Yeah. Oh, you said you're a lady. Girl, if a man's interested in you, he will never put you in the friend zone. It ain't happening. I want you to move forward. I want you to date other guys. Your future husband will never put you in the friend zone. The thing about guys is that they put on the full court press if they like you. They don't warm it up, Chris. Mercy said, can we come to the session with you? No, girl. No. All right, I gotta go. I hope this was helpful for you all. I hope we learned something. And Dragon Ninja said, are you married? Yes, married with 3 kids. Yeah. I hope this was helpful. If I was abrupt or you took offense to anything that I said, no offense. I want you to have the tea. Yeah. I'll be back on Sunday. Let's have some fun. But be well, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.